not him.
Welcome back, guys, to another Matty Ice Reviews. And tonight, guys, it's back into the world of as seen on TV products. It's been way too long since I've done one of these, and I've been really dying to give this one a slice. So, this will be the review of the Samurai 360 knife as seen on TV. Look at this thing, guys. Futuristic, kind of like a rollerball looking thing. I feel like I'm in Mortal Kombat. This thing, it's a knife that rolls. Circular blade that turns 360 degrees. And I mean, it tells us it's gonna be your new favorite kitchen tool. It slices, cuts, mince, chops. It even does pastries, whatever that means. But yeah, so, I mean, you get the knife, and you get this really cool stand that it sits in, so it's supposed to be like something that sits on your countertop. And it's the knife that rolls. I mean, it makes sense on the surface. I mean, you get something down, you want to cut real quick. If you do this, that sounds like it's a lot easier than going, you know, chop, chop, chop. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, so I just pulled this out of the package and everything's like falling apart. We got a stand here. We got the knife, which jiggles and makes a lot of noise. It turns in there too. That's pretty cool. It's also got this little lock. You think you have to push both of them down to make it work. Yeah, there you go. Well, it locks it in one direction, but it doesn't lock in the other one. Okay, so this is our knife. Let's assemble it real quick. Or I should say our knife stand, and we'll take a little look at it real quick. Okay, so set this boy in here. Come on. Okay, there you have it. Sits in a stand, just like that. Okay, so looking at this, guys, and reading the directions just real quickly, this thing does come apart, and it is dishwasher safe, which I love. So many of these as seen on TV knives are not dishwasher safe. Why you do that? Nobody wants to take time hand washing this crap. So you can disassemble this. Right here on the sides, you can actually pull this apart, and then this orange piece will separate when you pull it apart, and the handle comes off, and then the blade will remove. So it is fully disassemblable and cleanable. I'm not too keen on doing it though, because it just feels like it's very easy to cut yourself doing this. I mean, as you can see, it does pull up and it will release. It just makes me feel a little bit too nervous. So I'm glad that's there. And then this other portion that came inside of it, this is actually the pastry knife. So what you would do is replace the steel knife that's in there with this. And presto changeo, there you go. You can cut pastries. It says they gave us this little paper in here. It's congratulations. Congratulations on your purchase of Samurai 360 knife, the knife that rolls. For best use of your Samurai 360, cut an apple, tomato, or other fruit in half. Take that half, lay it flat, roll knife back and forth to cut into slices or wedges. What? I mean, I guess if it's trying to tell you to cut round things into smaller pieces to cut them further, that's the same thing you do with the knife. You don't try and chop the whole round onion as it moves. You cut it in half, and then you make your slices and then chop up. So, okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's just start cutting things up. All right, man, it just doesn't feel right. But I mean, I'm looking at the directions, and it says to hold it like this, thumb here, and then it just doesn't feel natural. There's something that feels wrong about this, and it puts a lot of pressure on your wrist, especially if you hold it like this. I mean, I guess that's supposed so you can hit that brake if you need to, but I mean, I'd want to use it like this, or, you know, slide it like this, but I guess you also have good leverage on the top of this to, you know, put things on there. Before we cut anything, you know, big, let's see if we can cut this piece of paper first. Let's see how sharp this blade is. Well, I'm trying to hold the brake and cut a piece of paper, but it's not working too well. It's not really designed for doing this. Okay, let's put the paper down and let's see if we can cut it. Okay, I mean, it did it, mostly. Kind of awkward, to tell you the truth. It's not really like, I mean, it's sharp, but it's not like razor sharp. Like, there you go. I was gonna say, it's very hard to cut like you would traditionally. And in case anyone's wondering, this is 15 bucks. I got this at the Dollar General. Okay, up first, we are going to slice some soft stuff. I want to see what it does with soft things first. I got just a, you know, piece of bread right here. Let's see how it does with bread. We'll take the piece of bread, it's just whole, and we're gonna roll back and forth. Wow, that didn't do anything. Okay, let's try it with a little bit more force this time. I mean, it'll do it, but you gotta put a lot of pressure on this thing. I feel it, I don't know. That, okay, not for cutting bread. Maybe that's why they give you a pastry knife. Maybe that's my fault. Okay, let's try something else that's soft. Let's do cheese. This is a cheese single. Let's open that up. Wow. All right, piece of cheese, floppy, cheesy. All right, we got her into position. Oh, that's not good. We got freaking hanging Chad. Let me know if you guys get that reference. Look at that thing. It just, I mean, it kind of like sticks to the blade awkwardly as we go over it. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but it wants to stick to the, and it's getting pulled inside too. Nah, Jesus. Good thing it comes apart and it's dishwasher safe. Cheese is not so good. I mean, I would feel better about doing this like the chopping. If I hold the, it's not even doing that well. Okay, sticky soft things. Probably need to use that pastry knife. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Let's get some lettuce. I got a whole bunch of lettuce right here. And yeah, let's give it a try. All right, we got a whole bunch of lettuce bunches right here. Let's try chopping the lettuce first. That seems like something normal we would do. I mean, it mangled the lettuce. That's for damn sure. Okay, let's try to roll. Ah, jeez. Now it's getting stuck on itself. That's not good. Well, we've encountered our first major technical problem here. It's getting jammed somehow. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, this thing's a big fail. Like, I don't know what we did. We didn't do anything. And it's like jamming. See, it doesn't want to turn anymore. It's like something's stuck in here, but I don't see anything. Okay, so, man, we failed at lettuce. What else can we fail at? Let's do a piece of celery. I mean, we can keep the blade in a stationary position and drag it back and forth. That's actually not working too bad, but what I will say is the pieces are very uneven. I mean, this piece is like close to 1/4 of an inch. This one's like a 1/16. This one's like a full inch. Let's see if we can chop up and down real quick. Okay, so it doesn't always hit all the way through either. And then we got one paper thin slice. We got one that's bigger. Okay, not great either. That's disappointing. Potato. There's a good one for you. Oh, wow. It does not like big round things. I guess that's why it says to. This feels dangerous. All right. Now we got something flat to lay down like it was telling us in the instructions. Let's see if we can chop this potato up. The potato's not going so great. I mean, I don't feel like I have control over it like I would with a knife. I don't know what's going on with this thing right now, but it's already broken, so you guys can see how this is going. Okay, let's see. I mean, I guess it slides through a potato, but potato seems a little bit tough for this thing. Okay. I was gonna try like some lunch meat, and I have a, you know, might as well try and cut up this little Swiss roll. I was gonna see how the metal knife did on this versus the pastry knife, but I don't even know if there's a point. It'll cut it up, but it kind of mangled it and squished it a little bit, as we can expect. Tomatoes, the classic. So let's see. Oh wow, it just murdered that and shot tomato juice everywhere. That is not good. Okay, one thing I wanted to see in the infomercial, they take a tomato and they do this. Okay. Well, that's not working. Let's try a piece of potato. I mean, it sticks on there. It would probably slice. I'm so disappointed with this thing. What the hell is going on with it? Why would it have broken already? We were doing some just little chops. We weren't doing anything crazy. Okay. Oh, hey, we fixed it. There we go. Let's try and slice this little piece of potato again. Hey, there we go. Just as bad as it was before, but slightly better. Okay, I think somehow this guard came loose and it was trying to lock it in position. Okay, let's see if we can slice the tomato. Oh god, it's just mangling. And these are not like overly ripe, yeah, but it's destroying that tomato, my goodness. Okay, let's move on to some of the unconventional stuff. How about, you know, a box? Can it cut cardboard? Might be more useful as a utility knife than as a kitchen knife. It's definitely not strong enough to cut cardboard. This is not thick cardboard, and it didn't even really make a dent in it. Another thing I wanted to see. Every as seen on TV knife, and probably the last 20 years, ever since they did it for like Ronco knives, has been able to cut an aluminum can. It just seems like one of those things. Why do you need to cut an aluminum can? I don't know. But let's see if this thing can cut an aluminum can. Okay, rolling back and forth is a no. It's not even really cutting the surface, it's just scratching the paint. So let's hold the brake and then we'll put the little locks down, because I do not want this thing to come off. And let's see if it can cut this way. Okay, as far as seen on TV knives go, cutting aluminum cans, that's pathetic. I mean, it's put a couple little dents in it, but man, it's not doing much at all. That's sad. You know, guys, so after using this knife, and I'm just not convinced it's worth 15 bucks. I mean, there's better as seen on TV knives for the $5 and $10 range. This is just kind of shockingly bad. I mean, yeah, it's got a whole lot of utility and it comes with a pastry knife, but you can do just about anything else better. I mean, I could make a better infomercial than they could any day of the week. So, well, let's give that a try. That sounds like fun. Presenting the Samurai 360, the knife that rolls. Chop, mince, dice, and more. Chop or dice your favorite fruit. Chop or dice your favorite vegetables. Make sacrifices to the dark one. Shayate. We've even included a pastry knife at no additional charge. Now you can have the versatility, 2 different blades in one convenient package with this amazing stand. Stylishly will display on your counter, allowing everyone to know that you have the knife that rolls. My opinion is this is a really, really bad knife, and I think at worst, it's that one thing that every knife is inherently, but this one makes it even worse. It's dangerous. This motion doesn't feel natural. This motion sure as heck does not feel natural. I can't imagine a pastry knife that's plastic is gonna change that. Is it nice that it comes apart to go in the dishwasher? Yeah, great, love it. But it fails at its one task. It's a really bad knife, it's really unsafe, and I don't think anyone, even just a home cook occasionally is going to find anything. And that's the other thing. I can never figure out how to put this darn thing in here. It's like a USB plug, you know? I get it wrong every time. I try it again, I get it wrong, and then I try it once more, and it's right. So, samurai knife, sorry, you're gonna go the way of the samurai, and you're just gonna have to phase out of existence because you are not worth $15. You're not worth $10. Heck, at $5, I don't even still think it's worth it. So, I'm gonna put you in the cardib where you belong. Let's do the pastry. We'll just throw it all in there for good luck, and hopefully it never comes back. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. We will catch you next time. And as always, have a good night.